Everyone's weekend best.
Yes, we've made it through 50% of the weekend, but there's still 100% guaranteed fun for the next hour. Simple maths, let's meet the guests.
Now, he's had this intro 1,000 times, so let's make it 1,001. I predict a riot. It's Ricky Wilson.
Thank you. Adding a sprinkling of glitterball glamour to your Sunday morning, it's the one and only Strictly Star OT Mabuse, everyone!
And if that wasn't enough, we're going to be adding a little bit of fizz to the proceedings with our final guest. Joining us virtually all the way from the cobbles of Coronation Street, it's the legendary Jennie McAlpine.
Hello, Jennie. Very good. Now, as usual, the Cloud will provide us with some content throughout the show. And before we get chatting with our guests, it's got a musical question for us. What was number one on this day back in 2013? Number one, start of May 2013. Ricky, I'm coming to you first.
Well, OK, well, I remember the year.
Yeah, you remember the year to start?
It was after the 2010, the noughties.
Yep.
Which I don't remember.
No, OK, great.
I've just been on the phone with someone that had a song out that year that was big, but I'm not going to say. Because I'm not allowed to say.
Because you're very celeb these days.
No, because I'm not allowed to say we're working together.
That's the most celebrity thing. I've just been on the phone to someone who wrote a song that year, and it might be that person.
I'd go with that.
I have no idea. 2013, I wasn't even into music then.
Did it involve Nile Rodgers?
You might be right. Oh. Is Nile Rodgers the person you spoke to on the phone?
Might not be.
Dad, what are you thinking?
I've got a weird one here because I think it might be something that Mum did, which was a charity single called Ferry Cross the Mersey.
What?
She did that.
It's all right.
Ferry Across the Mersey, a charity single, Ferry Aid thing, wasn't that then?
Dad, 2013.
Not
2013.
Yeah.
Ferry Aid.
Yeah.
When is it? They're telling me that was in 1980. Are you serious? Are you okay?
They say if you can remember anything between 1987 and 2013, you weren't there.
What? How does that even enter his head?
Well, no, because it's like
Ricky.
Right? No, you're young. You're young, right? As you get older, it blurs together.
It's not a bit.
It blurs together.
It's a bit.
No, honestly. Honestly.
It shows you what a nice geezer he is, doesn't it?
I
Comes on here and defends a mistake like that.
No, 87, 2013, very similar years.
Yeah, terrible. Right. The interrogation has started, Ricky.
Yeah, go on.
Right. Did you speak to any French DJs on the phone?
Ah, right, it is the song that I'm thinking of then.
Did you speak to any French DJs on the phone?
Well, if I get it right, am I getting lucky?
Or did you have a phone conversation with someone with a large hat collection?
As far as I know.
No, very good. It is, of course, Get Lucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Daft Punk, Nile Rodgers, and Pharrell.
That was number one. How many years? 9 years?
Yeah.
No.
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago. Yeah.
8 years ago.
Tell us about you and Nile Rodgers working together.
Just, I only had a phone call.
About?
He needs me to let the cat out. Of the bag. No. Yeah, we talk quite a lot.
Do you?
Well, we're both catching up on Line of Duty.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to go that much into it because it might come to nothing.
OK. We'll leave it, yeah, Dad?
It's exciting, though.
Yeah. Tell us more. To be fair, Nile Rodgers, I mean, absolute legend. I mean, he played, apparently on that song, he played his 1960s Fender guitar.
Yeah.
On that record, which he calls the Hitmaker. He said it was the same guitar that he used for Madonna's Like a Virgin, Let's Dance David Bowie, Le Freak by Chic, the same guitar. But it did make me think, good question for everyone today, what is your most prized possession? Because that must be worth millions, that guitar. Yeah. What would you say is your most prized possession? Oti, what about you?
Mine is not something that you could buy. I have a photo of me and my grandma that I carry with me everywhere. So traveling from South Africa to Germany to England, I've always had it and I keep it, and that's the first thing I see every morning.
Oh, you see it every... So is it in your house now?
Yeah, it's like,
See,
I
I
wake
like
up, I'm like,
that.
I see the photo.
I like that. It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not materialistic. Yeah, I really like that.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Oh, Vicky, what's yours?
I do have a ukulele signed by Paul McCartney.
Oh,
Whoa.
I was wandering around backstage at the Brits in, well, it must have been 2005, something like that, and I had a ukulele, and I played him a song that I'd just written, and then he took it off me. He tuned it left-handed, then he played a song for me, then he wrote, "To Ricky, my dear, Paul McCartney was here" on it, and I had it framed. I haven't touched it since, and it's still tuned left-handed.
That's amazing.
Lovely.
That is so
That's
good.
cool, that's a cool thing. But the worst thing is, my girlfriend hates it.
What?
She won't let me put it up anywhere, apart from...
So where is
Is it in the basement?
Well, this
In
is
the
the
basement.
only reason I have an office is for this one thing to put in it. It's like, I don't need an office, guys. Like, what? I've got a hole punch and a stapler and a ukulele on it, signed by Paul McCartney, that's it.
I love it. When it comes to writing big hits, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. So much so, he's made a whole radio show about them. Ricky, what was the inspiration behind rock and roll classics? Because this is a subject that is really close to my heart.
Well, what got me started was rock and roll, and not in the kind of like the way it's been shifted to rock and roll, meaning kind of like it's not behaviour. It was a
Yeah.
like a movement, and I'm far too young. I was born in 1978, so born far too late for what really moves me. But what I've learnt is all the guitar players I've met, all the bass players I've met, all the drummers I've met, all got started by playing these songs.
Yeah.
These 50s songs. It was basically the birth of pop music, and it was incredible. And, you know, my first gig, the first song I ever sang at the first ever gig I ever did was Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you grow up with your parents' music. That's what you first hear. And luckily, my parents were into it. And it's just...
They were into rock and roll?
Yeah, it sparks a fire. Because they were... My dad was born in 42, my mum in 44. So, you know, they were teenagers during that whole thing. So, of course, it kind of rubs off on you, doesn't it?
But what do you reckon, as a rock star, right, what do you reckon the most rock and roll thing you've ever done?
People want you to say something about a hotel somewhere
Yeah.
where you did something terrible in a grand piano.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't think. But the truth is, the most rock and roll thing you can do is sell a shed, I nearly said it,
Yeah.
a shed load of records
Yeah.
and play a load of gigs and keep going and not give up and not lose the thing that made you do it when you were a kid. That's the most rock and roll thing I'll ever do, is just keep doing it.
What about you? Have you ever swung off a chandelier when you picked up one of your glitter balls?
I have actually.
You're more rock and roll.
I bet she is.
Incredibles. No, I think for me, being partnered with Bill Bailey was amazing because he's such a rocker.
Yeah.
And for our show dance, I remember saying, how amazing would it be, you playing guitar, it's on fire, it has like flames coming out of it, and I'm just swinging in the air. And I remember just doing it, nobody sees it, but like when you zoom in, I'm going, yeah! my voice. And that made me feel very rock and roll, even though I'm not.
Really?
But that moment, I was like, yes, I'm bad.
Is that real though? Because
What?
It's
you
real.
ever do something? No, I mean like no. In terms of like.
I'm not lying,
No.
it was on TV.
Is that a real thing in terms of like the, you know, those stories of throwing TVs out of windows or like swinging from chandeliers? Do you know what I mean? Did that happen in your day?
It's something that I've never spoken about because I didn't want to lead you up the wrong way. But yeah.
Yes,
No,
yes.
it did, because when I was like a boy, when I was in a band in the 80s, it was kind of like I saw it as a rite of passage that I will one day, I will throw a TV out of a window like Led Zeppelin and be a rock star.
Well, you did it.
And I always thought, yeah, I'm going to be proud of that. But now I'm sitting here talking about it, I'm really embarrassed.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did you throw a TV out the window?
Yeah.
Nice.
In Germany or somewhere. Listen,
Right.
It's okay, Germany can get away with it.
really. That's what I did.
Once, probably in 2013, when Get Lucky was riding high in the charts, I remember doing having to stay in a hotel for ages, and the hotel TV didn't have Freeview, so I went to Argos and bought a TV and brought it into a hotel room. So that's the opposite. Right, nowadays, I'm going, no, I'm not throwing them out of a window. I'm bringing them in. Amazing.
But you could have had the one that I threw out.
Yeah. Well, it's probably a bit.
Oh, man. Now, obviously, Ricky, Kaiser Chiefs, you haven't been on tour for a little while. You did say that you don't think that you're not going to rush into a gig again.
Well, yeah, I say a lot of nonsense. The thing is, like, because me and Grace, we've been trying to get married for ages, and it keeps getting pushed back, right? And then the one thing we want to do when we get married is not have, do you know that, the pandemic? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So there's COVID-19.
Yeah.
And we don't want anyone to be thinking about that at the wedding, right? And it's and I was just thinking about doing gigs again. I don't want any distractions from the fact that you're just going mental.
That is a very normal thing right now. A lot of people, apprehensive in terms of like what steps they take. But one thing that we do know that you have been back doing is back in the studio with, and I had to double check this, Peter Andre.
I have, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
How has this collaboration happened?
I'll tell you exactly how it happened. Me and Grace were cleaning out her closet at her parents' house.
Yeah.
And I found a programme from her first ever gig, and it was a Peter Andre thing. And I've met him a few times, and he's a great guy, and he's always been really generous with his time. And if you're in the biz,
yeah,
everyone knows he's just a nice guy, right?
So he is lovely. Absolutely.
He's lovely. So I messaged him, sent him a picture saying, next time I see you, can you sign this for her? And then a few weeks went by and he went, do you want to come to the studio? And, you spend half of your life saying no to things. You don't even know why you're saying no. And then the moment you you grow up, I suppose, is when you go, yeah, I like you. I like writing songs. What's stopping me? And so I went, and it was brilliant.
Love that.
Oh, amazing.
Really good.
Really great day.
Yeah, really.
We wrote a corking song.
I really can't wait to hear it.
I don't think you'd like me to describe it as corking.
No.
That sounds a little bit too like old-fashioned. No. Sounds a bit like 1987,
Yeah.
Very aged.
Very aged, yeah, exactly.
Ricky, absolutely joy having you here. It always is, on this show.
I'm off.
And you can listen to Wilson's Rock and Roll Classics on BBC Sounds right now.
Yeah, cannot wait to see the song of Ricky, Peter Andre and Nile Rodgers. Time for a break, but don't go anywhere because it is Otie's turn to take to the floor next.
And Jennie McAlpine is going to be virtually dropping in for a chat, so see you in a few minutes.
Weekend Best. We've got Otie, Mabuse and Ricky Wilson with us this morning.
Yep, and well, it's Otie's time to shine in just a minute, but first, let's take a pause for thought.
Oh, production value. You put harps in that, did you?
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Now, as you may know, rescue animals obviously really important to my dad and I. So each week we try our best to help some animals in desperate need of a loving home. It's very nice. Guys, I know you both have pets. Otie?
Yeah.
You have a dog?
Yeah, little Leo.
Oh, how old is Leo?
He is 7 months now. Do you know, this was actually what he looked like. We took him out and I wanted to spoil him. I felt really bad for working so hard. And I took him to a spa. They gave him a nice wash, a really, really expensive wash as well. We went to the park because we wanted to take him out, let him off the leash, and he ran and dove directly into a duck pond.
Yeah, great. Ricky, talk to us. Who is this chap here?
That is Reedus. He's bigger than that. His feet are where my feet are in that picture.
What?
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's enormous.
What kind of breed is he?
He's a Labradoodle, but he's standard poodle, so he's big.
Do you know what I love about this picture is the love in his eyes.
Yeah,
look at him.
I think that's like side-eye.
What, like embarrassed?
He's saying, if you're taking a selfie, Rick, hide the double chin.
Well, look, over the last few weeks, we've had some amazing dogs and cats looking for homes, and this week we've branched out with even more poor-based pals looking for homes.
First up, let's meet Ginger. She is an Anatolian Shepherd Cross. She's residing at the moment in Wolfie's Legacy in Holywell, North East Wales. That's a beauty. Look at that. How can you not want to take her on? I mean, she's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those as well. You know, she was involved in an accident. They're saying here it was hit by a tractor, lost both her back legs, and that was always the thing. It's hard for dogs that have lost limbs. It's harder for them to get rehomed.
Yeah.
So, be that person. Do it. Right. We've also got, for the second time, we've got a cat, Mikey. Woodlands Animal Sanctuary in Holmeswood in Lancashire. Mikey, lovely, lovely cat. They say that he's a great replacement for a hot water bottle when he sits on your lap. Love that. Mikey actually suffers from diabetes, so would require daily injections. Yeah, but lovely. Look at him. What a ledge. Love that. Who have we got next?
We've got two little rabbits, Bert and Ernie.
You can see Bert and Ernie at Bobtails in Ewell in Surrey. But look, let's hope we can help find those guys some lovely homes.
Yeah, and for more information on any of the animals featured, just contact the animal rescue centres directly.
Now, Ricky, Oti, how would you like to get your hands on some exclusive Kemp merchandise?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's why I'm here.
Oh, yes, exactly.
That is class.
Yes, we're going to play a little game and we're going to see if you can win that there, an actual, genuine Kemp mug. Oh, we beat the Kemp's mug. So, guys...
Did you do a little dance when you announced yourself there?
Yes.
Just do a little shoulder thing. Right.
look, Ricky, I know you want this mug so bad.
Do we get one each?
Yeah, you can get one each.
Okay.
Production value is sky high here.
Because every TV show that has a mug, I want the mug.
Have you got a team name?
Yes, we do have a team name.
Yeah, we're called the Cha-Cha Chiefs.
Cha-Cha Chiefs.
Cha-Cha Chiefs.
Yes.
Love it.
We tried I Predict a Rumba, but it didn't work.
Oh, that's good though.
Do you prefer that?
No.
No? Cha-Cha Chiefs.
Cha-Cha Chiefs.
OK, we're going to play a little game. What is it called, Cloud? Vowel movements.
Be careful.
Yeah, scary. Let me explain how this one works. It's brand new to us. The Cloud is going to show us a series of singers or bands, but all the vowels have been removed from their names. All we need to do is figure out what the name is, and don't forget, if you think you know the answer, buzz in for your team. If you get it correct, you win a point for your team.
Yeah.
You want to see an example?
Yes.
Here you go. Take a look at the first one. Go on, what would you say?
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet, exactly, of course.
I'm going to be very competitive on that.
I know, I can tell.
The body language has changed.
I know.
You
Love it.
did what's known as the FIFA stance. You sat from here and went here.
Oh, sorry.
Like within a second. Right, so everyone's got it?
Yes.
Don't worry, no more Spandau Ballet mentions. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber. I said it! I said it!
I was there.
No, she was...
Ricky, no!
Thing is,
That's going to go.
No way!
I'm being told that, unfortunately, the judges are going to go with OT. Here we go. Take that.
Yeah!
Ah!
We're getting those mugs.
no, the thing is, usually, when I watch this show, he's not that competitive. Ed Sheeran.
You were late. You were late and you still got it.
Usually, when I watch this show, he's not that competitive. But because I was going to be competitive, he thought, oh, okay, me too. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Next one. One
What?
Direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well done, bro.
You didn't even buzz, OT. You could have said it. Right.
Scream it out.
Right.
Press this. Fine.
Okay,
I
here we
remember.
go. Next one.
Is it me?
Who was it? Wait, I gotta go. Oh, that was not Ricky.
It was
Go on.
Ricky.
Rihanna.
Very good, very good, very good.
Smashing.
We want a high five, but we can't. It's really
Got the mug then, guys.
Yeah, well done. That was terrible. Right, well done. You are now the owners. You're like this. You're like this, Ricky. You're now the owners of the mugs.
Yeah.
But that means the next game you're playing for the teapot.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right.
I haven't got room for a teapot.
Yeah, you got to take down that Paul McCartney guitar.
Yeah,
OT.
that's out.
OT,
Wow.
look, you have obviously won over the hearts of the nation with your moves on Strictly Come Dancing. I mean, your fancy footwork has seen you win back-to-back titles, 2019 and 2020. You've both won. But now you've turned to children's books.
Yes.
Which is really, really nice. We've got the book there.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it? There it is.
Yes.
It's so nice. I mean, talk to me. What made you want to get into writing a kids' book?
It actually started in lockdown. So my mom was always telling me, do something that I've given you naturally, use your brain. And when the schools shut down, it kind of touched me. And I wanted to do something that could help people. And the only thing that I could do in lockdown was do dance classes.
Yeah.
And so I did dance classes 3 times a day for the kids, and they really loved that. Then I got Boogie BBs, and then the company came to me and they were like, would you love to write books so that you could teach kids how to read and write at the same time with dance books?
Amazing, so good. I mean, there's a lot of characters. We've got a picture here. There's a lot of characters.
Yes.
So we've got Olivia, Umera, Theo, Fickley. Is that Fickle? Fickley.
Fikile,
Fikile. I love
which is my name in another language in South Africa.
Really? Amazing. Fikile. Ricardo, Martin, Milo. Is that Gan?
Gan.
Gan, Poppy, and Naira. Now, I see... Naira. I see Martin. Roman's on the other page. Roman and Ricky are on the other page.
I'm Ricardo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey!
See, Ricardo, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, talk to me about the names. I mean, where did you hark on the characters? Is it people that you know? Is it those types of situations?
No, so what happened was, there was like one character, it was supposed to be one character,
Right.
and it was just supposed to start with Fikile. And then I was like, if you go to a dance class, you won't be alone.
Yeah.
And then I wanted it to be as inclusive as possible. And all of them are little characters in my head that I thought about in my crazy moments. I was like, but we need something, everything of something, and they all mean something to me because they're either someone I know or someone who has inspired me. And I wanted it to be a book that was really about everyone. Everybody looks completely different, but everybody's coming together for the same cause, which is dancing, and really enjoying it. Yeah. And I wanted to have a book that expresses feelings. So all of them go through some sort of emotion, and they overcome it. And I wanted that to come across, just the diversity. And
so they've each got a journey. But in the book, Mrs. Oti, she teaches the kids the jive, right? Why that particular dance? Why did you choose that one?
It was the easiest to write, first of all. It was the easiest. Jive is really fun. It's really easy for everyone to kind of read and get along with. And I thought if you're going to read it for bedtime story, that would be something to do in the morning when you wake up and enjoy.
Oh, that's really nice. Now, I mean, I can't currently have a Strictly champion and not ask some way, shape or form, how could you show us the jive?
I could show. Is everybody going to do it?
Yeah. I can't. I've got a busted leg.
Excuses,
where's your
romance.
boot?
Yeah, I can't wear the boot anymore, Rick. It looks too terrible for TV. People start asking me, where'd you get the new Yeezy?
Okay, so we're going to kick to the side diagonal 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do it twice. 1, 2, then 4 individuals. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very good. Right. Now, as you're kicking, you're just going to jump. Do a little jump on the leg. Right. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3. Now switch. 1, 2. Now 2 times. A 1 and 2. Now individual.
Smile,
1
guys.
and 2
Smile,
and 3
guys.
and 4. Yeah!
Yeah, but what are your hands doing?
No, don't worry about that.
Hey, look, time to take a break. We're chatting more to OT when we come back.
And we'll be taking our guests on a trip down a musical memory lane. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Martin and Roman's Weekend Best.
Ricky Wilson, Oti Mabuse here, and shortly Jennie McAlpine will be dropping in from the cloud.
Oti, before the break we were talking to you about the new book, Dance with Oti, but you've also got some other big news for us, haven't you?
Yes, so I am now on the panel of the Masked Dancer.
Yeah!
Hey. So what's it going to be like? What's going to happen in the show?
Oh gosh, it's nuts. It's a lot of fun. I'm absolutely having the time of my life. It's a mixture of bonkersness because you're watching these characters, Beetroot and Car Wash, dancing. And then also they're really good at it. So they're doing all these tricks. They're coming down from the ceiling. They're doing cartwheels. They're doing splits in the air. And you just imagine yourself, oh my gosh, I'm watching a Beetroot do the split and I absolutely love it. And you just have to constantly guess who it is and we totally get it wrong.
Oh, I'm really looking
Wrong
forward
all the
to
time.
it.
So,
I can't wait to see it. It says here
so
you're
it
also...
could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
Anyone.
Anyone good.
Yeah.
I know, we're all looking at each other now.
Yeah.
We're going,
I actually
okay.
thought your wife was on it. For the longest of time, I was convinced. I was like,
Yeah.
that is someone I know.
Oh,
And
see, it says your fellow judges on the panel are Davina McCall, Mo Gilligan, and... No. Is that right?
Jonathan Ross.
Jonathan Ross?
Yes.
I'm really sorry. I cannot see him as a dancer.
Well,
I
if
can't. Have you been giving him some tips on, like, the lingo that he has to use?
No, actually, if you ask him, he'll tell you that he taught me how to dance. No, you don't have to be a great dancer. You just have to have a love for it. But he's so funny. He comes up with the most craziest suggestions, and I have to go along with it and pretend that I'm like, yes, I know these people, and yes, I agree with you. And at the end of it, I'm like, no, it's never that. It's never that. I get fed up with him.
Oh, see, Strictly Come Dancing's back for its 19th season.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Has it been that long?
19 years.
Am I that old?
Yeah. How many years have you been doing it?
Oh, gosh, 5, 6? Not long.
6 years.
Yeah, I'm really new.
And you've won the last 2 years, right? Are you going for the hat-trick?
No, it's not up to me. Everybody asks me this. It's really not up to me. I think the thing with Strictly, the nice thing about it, is that it's the audience that actually votes. So people at home actually engage with the celeb, and hopefully they enjoy whoever I'm partnered with.
Who are you dancing with this year?
I don't know. They tell us live on the show.
I nearly got it.
Yeah, you would get it if I didn't. I don't know. People think I have a lot of power and I choose who I dance with. I have no control.
You have no control.
None.
But nonetheless, you're confident that you'll get a hat-trick this year?
No, I'm not
that's what you said.
confident.
You said
That's
that
not
you
what I
thought you'd get a
said.
hat-trick.
You are putting it in my words. I'm trying to get there.
There's a
Oh,
reason
my
you're
God.
wearing gold today, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's
want-
for
I
Stand
wanna
Up
see
Ballet. For the song.
I want to see Roman on it.
Yeah, I
mean,
think
it's full of
He's got a dodgy
excuses.
Yeah, 100%. I've got a dodgy leg.
Yeah.
I've got bad
Oh,
knees.
my knees. I'm busy.
Yeah, nah. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But Rick, what about you?
I'd never do it.
Why?
Too much hard work.
That's
I'll do the easy
the
stuff.
same as me. Do you know what? I love watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I love enjoying the show.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things. Who knows in the future? But anyway, look, let's move on because otherwise I'm.
He just left it open for who knows. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, you have been doing. You've been keeping the dancing up during lockdown.
Yes.
You've been doing a lot of your moves. You've been practicing. You've been doing it online. Let's take a look. We've got a little clip here.
That is so
Love that.
That is so very sick.
Right moves, but odd socks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you
What
know
is the
it?
name of that move?
It's called the Guara Guara.
Guara Guara.
It's very South African. I was trying to understand and find out why my husband hasn't actually tried to learn anything South African.
Yeah.
And he couldn't. But, you know, in lockdown, when you haven't washed for a couple of days,
Oh, yeah.
you're like, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah, yeah.
That's what that was. So embarrassing that you guys found that.
I see, absolutely fantastic talking to you, it really is. And you can pre-order Dance with OT, the Bird Jive, right now.
Yeah, you can indeed. Now we've reached the point in the show where we dive into our guest musical memories and add some more tracks to our memories mixtape. So there it is. What's it going to throw up today?
Yeah, we're going to give you both some topics, and all you have to do is tell us what song reminds you of that moment in time and why.
Yeah, let's take a look at our first topic. What is it? Home. A nice one, this. We haven't had this one yet. Home, Ricky, what reminds you of home? What song?
Well, it says home a lot in it, so that's probably why. But Country Roads,
Oh,
John Denver.
love that song.
Because, well, actually, it's when we're in the car, so that's not really home, is it? But me and Grace always sing it in the car quite a lot. She has got the worst voice in the world. She's cursed and blessed with the worst voice, but knowing all the words to every song.
Yeah.
Especially,
Terrible combination.
this is a song we both know all the words to, and it gets us through a journey.
Love it. Let's take a listen. Oh, it's classic.
But you don't have to be able to sing this. Just belt it.
Yeah, of course.
Please, I'm in love.
West Virginia.
I say it reminds me of home, but I'm not from West Virginia. I'm from Ilkley.
Yeah. Oti, what about you? What song reminds you of home?
Mine was Pata Pata by Miriam Makeba.
Okay.
Yes, it's not well known, but I got to actually dance to the song on Strictly, and it meant a lot and still means a lot because I haven't seen my parents in like 3 years because of the pandemic. And so to actually hear the song and then be able to do it on Strictly, the biggest platform ever, that was amazing for me.
Let's take a listen to it.
You should know this one, yeah.
It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's called the click song because they go. Oh
yeah?
Yeah, it's in Kosovo.
Very good. Hey, well, let's put that in the Memories mixtape, and we've got another topic. Let's take a look. First kiss is a big one for a lot of people.
It's always a good one.
It's always a good one. Ricky?
Well, I don't know if it's for kiss or not, but it's...
Steady. Sunday morning.
Definitely my first date. Ever time me and a girl went somewhere together was Dances with Wolves, the film.
The movie, yeah.
The movie. Now, I'm not going to name names to protect the innocent. And it was very long, good for me because we didn't have to talk. So, and I will always remember her name, but I'm not going to say it. But that was my first ever date.
So do you remember?
Don't know if I kissed her or not.
What was there a song in it, or
no? It's just the theme to
the theme music.
The theme music. I think it might have won an Oscar. Not the date.
Well, that good. Oh, it's bringing back.
No, because it was boring.
I cut the music there.
Just
cut the
went
music.
on and on.
Let's go to Oti.
And your arms like that.
Oti, what about you? First kiss? Music to go with it?
Mine was You Got It Bad, but
Usher.
yes, but there wasn't any music. I just remember as a girl, when you have a kiss, you're done, and like you did it, you remain calm, and then you get home, and then you're like, yeah, I did it, and that was the song that I did that to.
Okay, let's have a listen.
You got it bad.
So this is one that your missus would know every word to.
Yeah, every word.
Yeah, every word.
Every word.
Love that. What a tune. Perfect.
Yes.
What a way to end Memories mixtape today. Time to take a break, but stay right where you are because in a few moments, Jennie McAlpine is virtually dropping in.
And Team Kemp are going to be taking on the Cha-Cha Chiefs in another challenge to get their hands on some top quality Kemp merch. See you shortly.
Welcome back.
Ricky Wilson and Oti Mabuse, or the Cha-Cha Chiefs, are in the studio with us today.
Yeah, we are fizzing with excitement to introduce our final guest. Her iconic character is as much a part of Coronation Street as the cobbles themselves. She's had a fair share of drama over the years, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down soon. It's the queen of Corrie soap royalty. It's Jennie McAlpine!
Jennie, good to see you.
Hello, you all right, guys?
Hi, Jennie. Now, Jennie, I know, obviously, Corrie fans will have seen your character Fizz, will have seen her going through the mill a bit recently, and I don't really want to say too much, but I know that we're going to have to, right? So, spoiler alert, warning, Fizz and Tyrone are over. What was it like seeing the end of one of soap's most enduring couples?
Oh, well, it was, weird, and, I mean, luckily, I was gutted when I heard that, we were going to split up because I just love working with Alan and I just feel so comfy. And you know, when you feel comfy at work, it's just the best thing. So I was like, oh God, what are we going to have to do now? But actually, I still had loads of scenes with him. I was shouting at him before, to be honest, but now I'm shouting at him even more. And he just leaves the house at the end of the scene, so that's the only difference, really.
Jenny, how long did you know that was going to happen? How long were you aware of the storyline and you had to keep it secret?
Well, yeah, they have. They've been planning it for quite a while. So, and then obviously the old pandemic happened, and then yeah, Corrie had a little break, like all the soaps did, to kind of see, you know, how we could make it all COVID safe. And now we're back. We're filming at 2 meters, all that jazz. But yeah, but still making, you know, brilliant telling. And the writers have just come up with just different ways of telling stories, you know, that aren't lots and lots of people in the scene and lots of dramatic stunts. They've had to stop, you know, doing lots of that. But I think it's still been brilliant.
Now, you know, you're mentioning it there, the writing, it is, of course, key. And your character obviously has had some very fiery scenes. I mean, recently we saw your kind of exchange with Alina, and I've got a little bit of the script here. And with your blessing, please could I take on some of these lines?
Of course you can. I'm sure you'll do them far better than me, yeah?
Well, no, but here goes. This is my Corrie audition. Yeah, I've got that. There was a time, not so long ago, where I would have dragged you outside by your hair and smeared you all over the cobbles. You would have taken your teeth home in a jar. Luckily for you, I've mellowed.
Oh!
Blooming good. Blooming good.
Yeah.
That's
Jenny,
very similar to how I did it. You obviously studied that scene. Yeah, very good. See, that's it. You see, we said, I mean, there was a time when I would have dragged her out there by her hair, but also 2 meter wise, we can't. People keep saying, when are you going to slap her? I can't slap her, I'm not allowed to. I suppose she could get really long hair extensions and I could pull that hair from 2 meters away. That's all we could do, really.
but you know, it's always fun when you're acting. It's always fun when you're doing things that you're not allowed to do in everyday life. Like, we always try and suppress anger, don't we? But when you're allowed to do it, it's just amazing. You feel great afterwards, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I mean, I think when I first came into it, she was a bit of a sort of firebrand, and I mean, I literally set fire to Roy's cafe after he was really kind to me after about a few episodes, and she was quite badly behaved. I mean, me and Tyrone back in the day were joyriding and nicking people's cars and money and all sorts. So then I have mellowed, but yeah, it's really good to get the anger out. Although I don't think I could play like a proper baddie, like you. How don't you get like people in the supermarket? Don't they like smack you over the head with their handbag?
I tell you what, I got hit once. Yeah, I got hit in the middle. I got hit in the middle of Tottenham Court Road. This guy came up to me, he looked at me, and you know, you have your head down because you don't want people to recognise you, you know, and you're walking along like that, hat cap on. And all I knew was this fist came flying out of nowhere, it hit me in the stomach, and he said, Steve Owen. Boom. I was like, what was that for? Absolutely winded me.
Oh, it was for shooting Phil Mitchell, obviously.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. But listen, Jenny, is there a man on Fizz's horizon?
Why? Who are you suggesting?
Well, our thing was
I'm just looking over here.
No. Look, I'll have to try the accent out.
So there's 2 kids. Rome, there's 2 kids. There's my ex's nana, her dog. It's all fine. We live in a 2 up, 2 down. It's fine. You're very welcome. It'll be wonderful.
But not to make us feel old, Jenny, but you've been in the show for 20 incredible years. I mean, does it feel that long?
No, it's like, no, I can't even believe it. I was 17 when I joined the show. I was working in Boots, the chemist. I had my job. I was doing my school, and I thought I'd just go to this. Well, I went for this audition that I didn't think I was going to get. It was just another audition that they'd say no, thank you, and then they said yeah, and I thought, oh, okay, it's just a few episodes. It's supposed to be 4 or 5 episodes, and that's it. Then they phoned again and said, do I want to come back for a few months? And then literally, it's been 20 years. That's literally what happened. I don't know how it happened.
Well, listen, you've done a brilliant job, I have to say. We have got a clip of that very first appearance. Have a look at this.
Of course
You must be Fiona, but I prefer to be called Faith. Right, Fizz it is. I'm Hayley.
Yeah, I'm Roy. When did you start calling yourself Fizz?
Today, I don't like Fiona.
I see.
Is this, This your only cap, or have you got a chain of them?
It's just one, I'm afraid. Perhaps we should all sit down and have a little chat.
Oh, do we have to? Your little chats go on for hours.
So good. I mean, Fizz there, full of so much kind of teenage angst and attitude. Did you ever dream that she would become such a beloved character?
No, and obviously you're very sweet to say that. I mean, on that scene with Roy and Hayley, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm doing the scene with Roy and Hayley there, like absolute Coronation Street. Oh,
yeah, amazing.
No, I never ever thought, and yeah, it's just been a dream job. I mean, I live in Manchester, I work in Manchester, I've had my family here with my kids, and it's just, I feel so lucky and blessed that, yeah, that I've had the job that I've had for so long.
Jennie, thank you so much for joining us today. You do an absolutely brilliant job on that show. I love watching you on it. So thank you very much.
Let's hear it for Jennie McAlpine, everyone.
Thank you.
And you can catch Coronation Street weeknights on ITV.
Indeed you can. OK, Ricky, OT, or should I say, Cha-Cha Chiefs.
Or champions.
More games.
Or I Predict a Rumble. Still time.
Yeah, kind of. No.
Cha-Cha Chiefs. It's time for the final game of the morning. We've never had two of the most competitive guests now on the same team.
Yeah.
This is our final game of the morning, and it will involve one of these. Cloud, what is the name of the game? School of Pop. There we go. So, Ricky and I each have the most iconic of the school instruments, the recorder. And we also have a selection of songs to play. We're going to take it in turns to play a tune, and all our teammates need to do is guess what the song is. I do apologise in advance. This goes down as my dad's most hated game, one, purely because he can't actually figure it out, and two, the noise is pretty bad.
But you've played this before.
I've played this before, not these songs, Ricky.
But you have some... You know what your fingers is doing.
Look at these excuses coming out already. We've seen it. Unbelievable.
What are your recorder skills like, do you reckon?
Well, I don't know what my fingers are doing.
No, no one does.
It's a bit like my first date all over again.
Right. Dad, I believe we're going to have the first go.
Go on then.
OK, so I'm going to play a song.
Yeah.
You just got to tell me which one you think it is.
Yep.
OK, here we go.
Buzzer gone? Buzzer?
Give us the buzzer!
If you don't get it,
there you go.
Oh, I'm going to pass over. What is it?
White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Oh, yes, it is! Doesn't matter if you don't get it. Right.
That's really good.
OK.
I love the song.
Okay,
Go on, then, you go.
this one's easy.
Oh no, oh no, no, I'm nervous. Go again.
Are you trying to play your own song?
Yeah.
Are you trying to play I Predict a Riot?
No!
No!
Wait, is it Ruby?
Yes! Yes! 2 points! 2 points! Oh,
This is what we'll do. This will be our tactic. Send it over, they get it wrong.
Right, you've got to get this right, then. You've got to guess in a game.
I know.
Right, really think about the
I wish
melody
I'd...
here.
They said I could practice and I didn't.
Think about the melody. Just sing the melody, mate.
I don't know, Ro. I can't make out.
Is it We Will Rock You by Three?
Yeah.
God. I'm not keying into this game. My brain isn't on the same.
You're rubbish, pal.
I know.
Oh, God, all right. Yeah, go on then, Rick. What you got next?
This is the worst vape I've ever had.
Yeah.
Right.
I
can't get this.
actually the last one.
My fingers don't know what I'm doing.
It's fun.
Shall I go?
My ears.
All right.
The klaxon's gone. The end of the game. We were rubbish.
Yeah.
Look what they've won. The wonderful, the illustrious teapot.
I'm so happy.
You can have the teapot if I can have both the mugs.
No.
Okay. That was a pretty good deal.
You get one each.
I'll get one each. All right, nice one.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. That's a lot for today. If you missed any of the show, or if you just fancy watching it all over again, you can catch up now on the ITV Hub.
Yeah, I'm absolutely fuming, but still, let's hear it for our guest, Ricky Wilson.
Mabuse.
Yes, and Jennie McAlpine. Thank you so much, Jennie. So great to have you here with us. Next week, we've got great shows for you all weekend. We've got Scarlett Moffat, Jordan North, and Kelly Osbourne.
Thanks for spending your morning with us.
See you next weekend.